So I know you've worked out with Paolo Banchero for a lot of years now. I mean, reigning rookie of the year, had a phenomenal rookie year. What were you most impressed with? And actually, he's been working out with Kevin Durant this summer. So what were you
Yeah.
most impressed with, and what do you think he could learn from KD?
So I was really impressed with his size and his IQ. I don't think many people know his story. He was a quarterback, right? And a lot of people don't know that. Like for somebody to be a quarterback, your IQ has to be at a high level, right? So for me, he understands the game at a high level. He has the size to play pretty much, the four or the five or even the three, but he can handle like a guard, right? So I mean, it just adds to his versatility. And I think Paolo's going to be a very good player in this league for a very, very long time. I think Orlando has something special. Extremely good kid, man. He's fun to be around. You know what I mean? And for him to work out with Kevin Durant, he's going to see the level of intensity that you got to work at to be great.
Just like you mentioned that all the greats have. Another guy, so that was one of three young players you've trained that I'm going to bring up. Second, Chet Holmgren, 7'1", finally healthy. What's his rookie year going to look like?
I think Chet's going to be, flat out amazing. Chet is somebody that works extremely hard. He doesn't take reps for granted. You look at Chet in the gym, he's going hard. And never did I had to tell Chet, hey Chet, like, yeah, you should do this or you should go hard at this. And no, there's nothing need to be said, right? And he understands the game even at that age too as well. These kids are coming in, well, especially those two, their IQ is extremely high. But I think more importantly, Chet's going to bring something defensively to OKC that they may have been missing or they probably need from him. So I think if Chet continues to help that team out defensively with his length and his size, I think he can be a defensive player of the year, down the road. You know what I mean? I just think he just has to continue to work in that area. There's some things that he hasn't seen yet because he hasn't played. But once he gets caught on, I think he's going to have a chance to be one of the best defensive players in the league for a while.
And Jalen Green, I saw you guys were playing one on one with him back in like his senior year of high school. Now he's made tremendous strides since then. What can you say about him as an NBA pro right now, and what's his potential as a shooting guard in this league?
Just a big year for Jalen Green. They just got a very good coach, Any Meke. They got Fred Van Fleet, who's a really good point guard. Dylan Brooks, who's one of the best defenders, in this league from the wing position. So they have some help, right? So I think if you look at Jalen Green and what he's done last year with his scoring, he has a chance to, take it to another level. You know what I mean? Because they should be winning more with the help that they have. Jalen Green is special. A lot of times when you're scoring a lot of points and you're losing, everybody kind of overlooks that because you're not winning, rightfully so, right? But with the help that he has, there's no doubt in my mind that Jalen Green is going to be one of the best two guards in this league, moving forward. He's another hard worker. He loves the work. And he's just a good kid, man. Like he's always listening to the coach, always listening to what he has to do to be a better player. And that's the first signs of being a great player. For him to be that young and to be attentive to what needs to be done or needs to be heard from his coach to be better is tremendous. It doesn't come like that all the time, especially for his stature. So, I expect him to have a really good year. I think Fran is going to have a big part of that too because he has a really good point guard to play with him.
You came in the league in 2009, 10 solid years till 2019, that 10-day with the Lakers. You've seen the changes of the NBA. What are your thoughts on the play style and the skill set differential from when you first came in until pretty much now in the NBA?
I think when I first came into the league, it was more of a traditional 4-5 style of play where like your power forward wasn't really shooting threes as much. It was like like long mid range twos, and then your bigs, you still had your Dwights that would roll to the basket and stuff, but it was more traditional. Nowadays, it's bigs can shoot threes, bigs can bring up the ball, the floor, and handle it like guards. It's the league is fun. You know what I mean? It's more up and down. That's kind of how I like playing. Speed up and down, trying to get basket as much as you can and stuff like that. So I enjoy watching the NBA. I know a lot of people criticize because it's a lot of threes, but it's because these guys can shoot threes. You know what I mean? So before they weren't taught to shoot a lot of threes, but you're seeing players come in the NBA and having a clip already and being able to know how to shoot from beyond the arc at a high level. So, I mean, if you can do it, you can do it. And if you can implement it into your system where it helps you out and get easy baskets, so what? So not.